exactly 8 o'clock and we're live in Braamfontein. You tune into Uncensored Prime News, and today we'll be talking about the 22 accused on the charges of 14 attempts of murder, which is happening at the Johannesburg High Court. We have one of our journalists who's going to give us more in-depth information on this and is currently at the field right now to give us more details on it. Boitumelo, who is on the other side, will be having a conversation with Advocate Moodley, and I hope it's going to be significant and it's going to help us unpack the conversation on stand. Boitumelo, tell us what's happening on the other side.
Thank you, Michelle, for crossing over to me. As you can see, I'm outside the Johannesburg High Court. And today we're covering a case that involves 22 suspects. Initially 23, but hey, the 23rd person, you know, things happen. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But I'm not alone. I'm with my partner, Rowan Munyai. He's within the court. He's going to cover the additional details of this court case. But before we get to that, let's look at the stakes of the situation right now. All 22 suspects are accused of 4 attempts of murder, 14 attempts of murder, 4 murder charges, and possession of unlicensed firearms. Well, with that being said, we're supposed to go inside, but we're not allowed to because recording is not allowed within the court. So we'll try our best to bring you in and make you feel a part of the situation with video recordings. Because, you know, footage is a no-no. Some people don't want to be known. This is South Africa, everybody. This is South Africa. Dangerous times they're living in. Anyway, Michale, back to you. To add to that, Mr. Munyai will give us, you know, a quick in-depth analysis of this, interviews with advocates, maybe a family member, and you won't be alone. We're going to be there as well. We're going to find our way in, we're going to sneak our way in. We are your people, you are our people, we're here for you. Okay, Michale, signing off. Back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Boitumelo. And now we're going to cross over to Rowan, who's currently at court as the court proceedings are happening right now. Rowan is with an advocate inside the court who's also going to expand more on the conversation. Let's go and check what Rowan is doing on the other side.
Thank you, Michelle, for crossing over me. My name is Rowan Munyai, proudly representing the outcasts. Now, today, Michelle, we are at Johannesburg High Court, where 22 accused men face their charges of multiple counts of murder, attempted murder, and being in a possession of firearm. Now, the people who are representing those 22 men were representatives and councillors like Neshipise, Vuma. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna pronounce the name correctly, Michali, but I overheard they said something like Van de Hever. Now, among those representatives, they are expected to address the court today as the trials enters. Now, Michali, we were told that the court will proceed tomorrow at 10 a.m. So stay tuned for tomorrow's action and stay blessed. Back at you, Michali, at the studio, the Outcasts.
Tired of filtered headlines and half-truths? Get the full story with Uncensored Prime News, where nothing is cut, censored, or watered down. Dive deeper into the stories that mainstream skips, from hard-hitting investigations to raw on-the-ground footage. It's the news they don't want you to see. Want more? It's easy. head over to YouTube and search Uncensored Prime News. Then hit that subscribe button should you like any of the footage that you see. Unfiltered, unapologetic, Uncensored Prime News. See the truth for yourself. Tell us what's happening on the other side.
So, to comprehend all the answers and to give the answers, and then sometimes have the same question just phrased slightly differently from another defense counsel. Not that it's really a challenge, but you've got to keep in mind all the answers that you give from the start in order to make sure that you stick to the truth. There's no point for you to start doubting about an answer. You've got to be knowledgeable about the subject, and you've got to be able to stand your ground when you give an answer.
Okay, this case has been ongoing for 4 years now. Why is that?
I believe that, if I may speak from the ballistic standpoint, I'm involved in this case for a number of days. I've testified quite a number of days. In all, I think it's about 10 or 11 days. So, to comprehend all the answers and to give the answers, and then sometimes have the same question just phrased slightly differently from another defense counsel. Not that it's really a challenge, but you've got to keep in mind all the answers that you give.
Thank you so much, Boitumelo. And now we're going to cross over to Rowan, who's currently at court as the court proceedings are happening right now. Rowan is with an advocate inside the court who's also going to expand more on the conversation. Let's go and check what Rowan is doing on the other side.
Okay, position.
Zwine zwa vha hone zwo raliho vha ya zwi ḓivha zwa uri muṅwe na muṅwe una pfanelo u ya nga ndayotewa ya fhano Afrika Tshipembe yo ḓi wana ana muimeleli musi dzimeta dzo namba dzo rali dzo dzula. Ndi case khulwane ine vha khou zwi vhona i dzhia.
Thank you so much, Rowan, for giving us that
Thank you, Michelle, for crossing over to me. Right now, I'm with one of the advocates. Could you please introduce yourself?
Thank you. So I'm K.O. Moodley. I'm from the Johannesburg Bar. I've been an advocate now since 2015. Prior to that, I was a legal advisor and an attorney.
Today, could you please give us a little breakdown about this case today? What it's about, and the situation at hand? Just a little breakdown.
Okay, so generally the matter involves 23 accused. The accused was found on property. The property was entered to by the police, who then subsequently opened fire and arrested the accused. So basically what I'm doing is I'm representing 3 of the accused, and I'm here to seek fair rights and justice for 3 of those accused.
How did you come to be appointed as defense counsel in this particular matter?
Okay, so I'm under instruction under a senior colleague of mine, Advocate Van den Heever. Advocate Van den Heever was referred from this matter from another matter she's dealing with. She then brought me on board to work with her as a junior, as I've been involved with her in many other matters.
Okay, on the nature of the case and defense strategy, this case involves multiple counts of unlawful possession of firearms, 4 charges of murder, and 14 counts of attempted murder. From a legal standpoint, what do you find most complex about this trial? Is the volume of evidence is it the volume of evidence, the number of witnesses, or the overlapping charges?
So there's a number of things that's complex about this case, and I think it obviously boils down to breaking it down piece by piece. One of the very difficult things about this case is coming to court every day. We've been sitting since 2023. We've received a lot of documents that have come, and the documents have come during the trial process. But I think when you're involved in such a complex matter, it's going to include having documents come whilst you're proceeding. So that's been a challenge because you need to keep abreast of what you have in your possession now and what you received 2 years ago.
Okay, you mentioned it's been going on for a while. What's the mental fatigue like as an advocate, and also what's dragging it? What's causing it to take so long?
Okay, so personally, I don't think it's dragging. I think it is taking the time that's required. Firstly, because it's involved 23 accused. Secondly, there's a lot of evidence, a lot of things found in the property, and that in this sort of nature, it will take time. Also, taking into account this year, we've sat for 90% of the year. So that's assisted a lot, and also there's a lot of there's a lot of counsel involved in the matter, and there's the state, a lot of witnesses involved in the matter, and that naturally it takes its time.
And in terms of the fatigue, are you personally just tell us how you feel.
Yes, it will take fatigue, but as counsel, you're ready for anything. And I think at this stage of my career, where I've been doing this for a very long time now, you're ready. You take it as it comes. You look after yourself. You sleep well. You work when necessary. So yes, there will be fatigue. There'll always be fatigue. But it's nothing we can't handle.
Okay, last question. In court, we heard discussions around ballistic reports, witness testimony, and alleged links between the accused and the weapons found. How does your defense team approach the process of testing that evidence during cross-examination?
Just repeat your question for me, sir.
In the court, we've heard discussions around ballistic reports, witness testimony, and alleged links between the accused and the weapons found. How does your defense team approach the process of testing that evidence during cross-examination?
Okay, so firstly, I don't want to give our defense away, but obviously, you look at the evidence found, you look at the fact, okay, look, our clients were found with nothing on them, they never had anything. But you go through the Criminal Procedure Act, you go through the evidence, you look at what the scale is beyond a reasonable doubt, and you compare that scale as to what they're being charged for, and that's a process we use for seeking justice. Then, we use the authorities to guide us, the Criminal Procedure Act, and recent developments in authority and case law. So that's what we use. And also, just in general, gents, I'm doing this because you guys are students. Counsel is not allowed to speak to the media, ever.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm doing this because you're students, and I'm helping you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Mugli, and all the best with your case.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, Vishali, that was Mr. Mugli with his side of the.
For giving us that information. The court has been concluded that it's going to be adjourned for next month on the 14th, where the 22 accused will be standing in court, and of course, all the information that has been received will be reviewed and talked about at the court sessions that will be happening. And that's it from our uncensored Prime News for today. And until further notice, and the next episode will be broadcasting next week on the same time and same date. Get the full story with Uncensored Prime News, where nothing is cut, censored, or watered down. Dive deeper into the stories that mainstream skips,